Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Dr. DeShavo, and I am here to review your online course, Advanced Pathophysiology for Spring 2021. As you know, I've created this course along with the help of two wonderful instructors, Dr. Lycan and Dr. Westcott. So you have one of the three of us to help you go through this course. If you're in my section, of course, you'd reach out to me, and if you're in Dr. Westcott or Dr. Lycan's sections, you would reach out to them. We are a great team, I have to say. I have to brag a little bit, and we're here to help you. So if there's any issues, please let us know. Email is the best way to get a hold of all of us. I know that they've put in this teacher section under getting started, I believe. Oh, I just went right by it. Okay, ask the professor, please don't use this. None of us use this. We're on our emails more frequently than we are there. Your instructor for your particular section will let you know the best times to email them. So they'll send you a list of the best times to get in touch with them, and we will all get back to you in about 24 hours, I think is a good response. You know, if you email us, I know a lot of you have different shifts, night, afternoon, morning. So, say you email me at noon on a Monday, I may not get back to you until noon on Tuesday. I work all day in person on Monday. That's just how my schedule is. And for my section, I'll tell you the best times to get a hold of me. It's going to be different for Dr. Westcott. It's going to be different for Dr. Lycan. But generally within 24 hours, we will get back to you. Okay? We're all very responsive to emails. If you don't hear from us, email us again. Maybe it went to spam, because if you haven't heard from us within 24 hours, there's something wrong with the email. Okay, we're all really responsive to the courses. So the purpose, other than introducing ourselves very briefly, is to go over the content of how this is run online. The nursing department at Utica College has worked together to make most online courses pretty similar. So this should look fairly similar to other courses if you've taken other courses at this college. And if you have not, then this will prepare you for future courses in this program. This is advanced pathophysiology. So we use the basics of anatomy and physiology and roll it into disease processes to teach you, hopefully, things you will see in the future. And also to get your brain working in that realm of how do I look at these disease processes. You will get a weekly announcement. I generally make them on Thursday or Friday of every week for the following week. So, for example, you'll probably get this announcement today, and it is, I don't know the date today, but we start classes on, it's Friday, January 15th. We'll send the email out the Friday before the work begins. So your work for next week will begin on Monday the 18th. You'll have until the following Sunday to submit all your information. And we'll go kind of break that down a little more specifically as we go. And then the next week we'll start. So there'll be like a little bit of overlap, with those announcements. We'll send it out Friday, but you still have the previous week's work to do. So if it gets confusing, you'll see that there are dates for every unit. Okay, so if I'm so sorry, excuse me. If the announcement is for Module 1, we preloaded the dates for you. So if you have two emails, just correlate the module with the dates or the week. You could intersperse week into that. Getting started is your basics. Course objectives, online course features, syllabus, course schedule. I'm not going to go over all that. You could look through that on your own. Assignment support. how to use Examplify, which is actually we're using Examity at this point to proctor your exams. We're going to send you very specific directions on how to sign up for your online proctoring for your midterm and your final. There is no online proctoring for your quizzes. So those examples will give you the directions on what to do to sign up for online proctoring for your midterm and your final. So that proctoring system is you're going to take the test in the course, but it's an outside proctoring system. If you have any issues, please reach out to them. Okay, not that we don't have anything to do with it. We don't have much control over that. So if you need support, please reach out to them. Knock on wood. I'm knocking on wood right now. It's been going pretty well. So just make sure you're signed up, prepared, and have their support phone number, which will be in those email announcements that we send to you, so you're ready to go. Okay. You will have weekly, almost weekly, we skip a few weeks, case studies. We skip the weeks that you have exams. We've switched it completely to VoiceThread. Okay, VoiceThread use and instructions is here, how to set it up, how to use it. Please read through that. And then how we will grade you is right here. So this is the rubric that we have established in order to get all your points. You will get 100 points for every case study that you do. We will take points off if you don't follow this rubric. And we tried to break it down pretty specifically so you know what to do. Okay, this amount of points demonstrates an understanding of the assignment and the course material and how it ties into the case study. We'll give you 3 choices of case studies. You'll pick one, research it, provide answers to the questions that we'll give you, and try to create a comprehensive presentation that describes things in your own words so that people can understand it and it's well supported. Terminology, which includes using correct words and correct pronunciations, and you need to put it in your own words. You can't just type something up and read from it. Part of our goal in this is to help you start to put this information together, so hopefully in the future you can present it to patients in a thorough and a complete and an understandable manner. Making a connection between the following areas and 2 cited sources. This is for your presentation. So you will have to do a presentation about your case study, and you're going to also have to respond to one. So in your presentation, you have to have 2 cited resources. You can cite the book, but don't do it all the time. Please try to show us that you're going out of your way to compile outside information to support your case study diagnosis and information in your case study. Okay, so I say course material. I really want you to also look for external sources. Okay, you can give us personal experiences. I want 2 cited sources though for your presentation. So here's the overall rules. You're going to create a case study according to what we've provided to you, and I'll show that to you in a little bit. It needs to be 3 to 5 minutes, and you need to respond. I know somewhere in the directions it says 2. As long as you give 1 solid, thorough response with information that is from a cited source. So your response should be a minute or 2. And the response should be, you know, Susie, I reviewed your case study. I agree with you because blah, blah, blah. And according to my research, I read in this journal that blah, blah, blah. And this supports your information about your patient with emphysema having difficulty breathing and having a barrel chest, or whatever it may be. Once again, we want to see that you're reviewing all the information, getting into it, putting some thought into it and trying to tie in information from pathophysiology to present in these case studies. It kind of ties it all in together, and it helps us all work on being professional in our presentation and the way that we will provide information to patients. Here's APA resources to review for your citations. You see critical thinking rubric for your own edification as well. Here's the information for Examity. Examity is the live proctoring system. You can review this. And then we will have, you don't see this in your portion, several announcements that we'll send to you that have been working very, very well to support you in signing up and making sure that you do so in a timely and a proper manner so you get a spot to get your exam proctored. Now, the modules, you can see that they're broken down and they're all structured the same. So I'm going to go through one, excuse me, and that gives you the basic gist of the rest of the class. So week 1, objectives, learning activities. We won't respond to the voice threads for introducing yourself, but we do watch every single one, just so you know. Now, under learning activities, we also have reading and media. Just to clarify, under reading and media, slide deck are your PowerPoints. The school has titled them slide deck for some reason. You can see, let me scoot this down a little bit for you. You can see these are the PowerPoints for Chapter 1 and Chapter 3. I like to write. It helps me to learn, so you can print them if you like. You could keep them on your computer if you like. Either way, whatever works best for you. If you print PowerPoints, by the way, with 3 slides per page, it'll give you lines that you can write notes on. Here are some videos that I felt were supplemental to help you understand topics that I lectured about as I was going through it. Same thing with these illustrations. That's all under reading and media. These are the lectures. The lectures are voiced over PowerPoints for chapters 1 and 3. And we put 1 and 3 together because we felt that, like, on a cell level, skin kind of correlated with that material and tied in well with material from chapter 1. Watch those. There are questions that you have to answer during the lectures. I know for me, that helps me to stay focused. So it's yet another tool that I tried to add to give you multiple options for multiple learning styles. The flashcards, once again, are another option to provide ways for you to interact with the material and relearn it. They're not mandatory. You will not be graded on them. They are in the grade book. You'll see grades pop up. Those grades do not apply to your overall grade. Please review the attestation of academic policies. And then also, this is your first case studies. You will not get the answers. Okay, we have that there for the professors. You will get VoiceThread Module 1 instructions, choosing your case study, and then the actual creation of your video, and then your responses. So if we pop under here, you can read through these instructions, choose your case study. Only a certain number of students can get a certain number of case studies. So if we have 15 in the class, 5 get distributed through each, but you get to choose it. Okay, you come down here and click it and then move on. Read through those directions thoroughly though, so you feel well prepared for that. And then quiz 1, after you've reviewed the material for the 2 chapters, and we have 2 chapters every week. I know, I'm sorry, it's because it's a condensed course. You'll have 2 chapters every week, except for the midterm and the final week. I scheduled it and organized it so you could at least only have 1 chapter during those weeks to ease up for you a little bit. You'll take your quiz. Please note, these quizzes are now 15 minutes and you cannot review them. You will get a grade for them. Unfortunately, to prevent cheating, we have to do it this way. After you go through, if you feel you have any questions, we can look at the material for you, see what you got wrong, and give you ideas that you can review so you can learn from your mistakes and move on. Okay. Now, in the next module, 2 and 3 are about the same. I want to look at 4 really quickly. 4, you can see there's only 1 topic, well, 1 grouping of topics, 1 chapter. So it's a little bit less. And then you will have your exam. You'll be signed up for the online proctoring. And then when it's time to come in, make sure you note the time that you're scheduled and make sure you know if it's Eastern time or there's been some confusion with that. Make a note of it so you know when to show up to be proctored for your exam. The midterm exam will cover all the topics up to and including week 4. And then the final will cover week 5 through 8. The final is not cumulative. The midterm and the final are both 50 questions, and you have 75 minutes for that. Once again, you will not get the answers for that. If you want us to review some of the material that you missed, we can. And then weeks 5, 6, and 7 are approximately the same as the usual modules with 2 chapters, your quiz, and your case study. And then module 8 is only 1 chapter and the final. There's no case study either. So that, everyone, is a very generalized overview to introduce to you to this course. We will also be sending weekly emails every Friday to review what is due for the upcoming week. We return emails in a very timely manner, usually within 24 hours. And if you have any questions or concerns, we are absolutely here to help you. I think that's just about it. Welcome to Pathophysiology. We look forward to working with you, and I hope you have a great semester, learn lots, and have a little fun on the way. Take care.